Hi, welcome to another episode of Lifestyles and Passions of the BCS Family. Today we're here at Sammy's house, owner and operator of Beach City Sports Co-ed Football League. So today, you know his brand, but do you really know him? Come on and we'll ask him some questions. Hey, hey!
What's up, guys? Come on in. Take off your shoes and make yourselves at home. What's up, guys? So, let's go upstairs and interview Sam.
Yep, let's go upstairs.
All right, cool. Sam J.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Come on in. How are you? What's up, bud? See, how are you? Good to see you. Hello.
Thanks for having us here.
Of course. Come on in. Welcome to my man cave. My little Chicago man cave.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Lifestyles and Passions of the BCS Family.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, I'm Sam.
I'm Brooke,
And I'm Isaac.
and we have my husband on the hot seat today,
Woo.
Sammy J.
Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Oh yeah.
You guys know, you guys see him out there on the field all the time. You know the brand Beach City Sports that he's created. And today we just want to get some origin story and kind of share with the BCS family
Sweet.
why you are
Sounds
who
good.
you are and why you do what we do.
I'd love to share my story.
Good idea. Let's just pull this out and start here.
So we
Okay,
want to go
sounds
somewhere
good.
that you guys might not know a lot about Sammy J.
That is me. That is me, the Holy Ghost flames.
Wow.
All right, so how old are you in this picture?
I think I was 12 or 13.
He is a beaut. He is
You say so.
beautiful.
And
so.
we were talking.
Look at that hairline. Look at that hairline. Look at that hairline.
That hairline is on
My
point.
hair used to actually grow here. Come up.
That is your
real.
hairline?
It's my hairline.
Oh,
it wasn't
my.
down. That's where my hair started.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That
Hey,
is
I'm
awesome.
still have it.
So tell us the correlation between who you were in this photo and how you got the drive to be the man you are today and your love of sports and that whole thing.
It's probably a long story, so I'll kind of shorten it
Well,
here a little
context,
bit.
Chicago. You
Chicago.
grew up in Chicago.
I grew up in Chicago. I was born in California, though. A lot of people don't know that. I was born in Torrance, California. And when I was 2 years old, my parents moved us back out to Chicago, or to Chicago, for a number of reasons. But my heart's always been in California. It really has. So yeah, that was 12, 13 years old. I was in grade school, Holy Ghost. Loved football, as you can see. I loved sports. Wasn't that athletic back then, but I did love the sport.
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe. But that was actually I was actually thinner there than I was a couple years later. I got pretty big, and I lost a lot of weight. I lost about 90 pounds to 100 pounds in about 9 months.
Wow.
A lot of exercise, a lot of commitment, and I've just kept that in my life forever. And I really think that being big like that was a blessing, because it gave me a drive from a young age to take care of myself. It definitely gave me a drive to take care of myself and passion for sports, which does a lot. It definitely does. It keeps you in shape, keeps you healthy, and it teaches a lot about discipline, about depending on the person next to you, and just being there for other people, which is very important as well. So with all that said, as I grew older, I decided that California is a place I need to be. And when I was 30 years old, I decided to make that jump, and I moved out here. And the rest is history, I suppose. It's a little longer story, but we
Well,
don't get into
so
it.
you started as a passion for sports when you were young. I mean, losing, would you say 80 to 90 pounds is crazy as an adult, much less when you're in high school.
Yeah.
Definitely, I could see how that's life-changing.
It was big time, and I did it by eating Subway. Here you go, Subway, little plug.
Hey, right there.
So I was Jared before Jared was Jared. So, I was the original one.
That's
one.
awesome.
I literally ate Subway. I had a friend named Alex. I'll never forget him. Listen to this. Alex was a beautiful, beautiful man. He looked like Brad Pitt when he was 16.
Oh wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
And he was my friend for some reason. He loved me, wanted to be with me, and he saw my passion for trying to get healthy, and he stood by me, and he helped me out, and he said, you need to eat Subway. I'm like, what? He's like, you need to eat Subway and be healthy and do this, and we did it. And ironically, he worked at a candy store.
Wow.
Kunis Candies, I'll never forget. And he
You know
used to...
why I love that is because you just said you were lucky enough to have this person put in your path, and he really encouraged you and pushed you,
Absolutely. And I think that's...
gave you the support.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of the reasons why I think I give people a lot of support if I can. It's important. You always think you can do things on your own, and you can a lot of times, but support is good. And it's definitely good, and it's very strong to ask for help and to accept that help. So do it. Don't think it's a bad thing. But yeah, he helped me out, and sure enough,
Yeah.
helped me to get to where I was.
So
Great
fast
story.
forward, you're 30. You have a career in Chicago.
Mhm.
You decided to make the jump, start from scratch. You moved to California. How did BCS start? I mean, Isaac, do you know this story?
I do not. I don't.
No, it's kind of a good story, and believe it or not, it was through football. I was my third day here, and a friend of mine, Nicole Bolter, love you, Nicole. She said, "Hey Sam, do you want to play football?" I'm like, "Sure, I love playing football." I'm like, "Where?" She's like, "On the beach." I'm like, "On the beach?" I just got done playing football on snow and grass back in Chicago. You want me to come play on the beach? I'm like, "No problem." I'm like, "With you?" She's like, "Yeah, there's girls playing." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "I am in." So I started playing football, and it was like 6 teams in the league. It was some other league we were playing in, and sure enough, I met everyone. I met so many good friends. I met my wife. I met Isaac.
Wow.
I met her on the field. She was playing, and it was kind of a funny story.
I came along through Craigslist.
Through Craigslist?
Thanks, Mike Knox.
Yeah, thank you, Michael Knox. Absolutely.
The story of BCS.
Game changer.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then we just started playing. We became friends. We became, we became a family. And after a few years, about 3 or 4 years, I think we just decided that we can start our own and do it better. And we did. We took a jump. We started Beach City Sports. It was very difficult. I'll actually share a story with you. It's a pretty powerful story. Brooke and I decided to do it, and we marketed as much as we could. We had a few friends, including Joel Rue. Thank you very much, Joel. He and Waste of Talent said, "We're going to go with you, Sam. We're going to play with you guys." So first team that ever joined. Appreciate you.
Wow.
And there's 3 or 4 teams that signed up. And the first day we were going to do it, I've never done it before. Never attempted to start a league before. But we did it. And the day we started, sure enough, it was raining sideways. I mean, it never rains in California. And the day we started, it was raining sideways. There were whipping wind. It was so horrible out there. And I went out there and I tried to set everything up, Brooke and I, and it was raining on us, and I couldn't get the thing set up, and the ropes were breaking on me, and it was just, I was bloody trying to get things set up. I was hammering. It was just a horrible
One thing after
situation.
another.
And it was raining, and I couldn't believe it was happening to us. And I said, I just couldn't believe it. So literally I stopped, I threw everything down, and I went onto the stairs at 11th Street, and I cried. I cried like a little kid. I'm like, I can't believe this is happening. And after a little bit, I'm like, you know what? I stopped my pity party. I'm like, if this is not going to work, it's not going to be because of me. So I got up, and I don't know how I did it, but I set those fields up.
Wow.
Set those fields up and got it done in the rain. As soon as I got done, it stopped raining. And there's no more wind. And I was like, wow. All right, cool. At least it's not raining. And then all of a sudden, I looked up at the stairs, and there was this group of 30 or 40 people running down the stairs like, oh my gosh, I hear there's football here today. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this just might happen.
Nice.
And they all came down, and the other teams came down that were supposed to be there, and sure enough, about 9:45, 9:50, 10 minutes before game time, they all signed up, we formed some teams, and the sun came out.
Just like that.
And it was a glorious day. And it was the first day of BCS, and we had our league, and we never looked back. We grew every single season since and added sports.
I looked back a couple times.
Yeah, no, not willingly.
There's some really hard days.
Some really hard
people
days.
look at being a business owner and they're like, wow, you guys have the coolest jobs ever. And yes, we do. We've created a really awesome job, but it comes with a lot of back end,
A lot of hard work, a lot of
Sweat,
sacrifice, a
blood
lot
and
of
tears.
I watch it every
sleepless
weekend.
nights.
Yeah, you guys do an awesome job for sure.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Yeah.
It was definitely worth it. We're definitely worth it, and our motto in Beach City Sports is really to be the gateway into social life, into SoCal, because it can be overwhelming out here. There's
100.
not a lot of people you can trust. It's just, you hear things about California, you're not really sure, but you join this league, just like I did when I joined that league. And I met Brooke, and I met Isaac, I met all these wonderful people that are my best friends. They're my wife, they're my family. And we really, really strive to create that for everyone that joins BCS and Beach City Sports. So we thank you for doing so.
It's definitely a lifestyle and a family for sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely not a job.
No.
It's something I love doing.
It's awesome.
I love going out there, and people ask, why do you still set things up and do the lines and the cones? I'm like, because it keeps me close to my league and my people. It's like, I want to set it up for everyone. I want to make sure it's the best it can be.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, with that being said, I mean, with your wife beside your side,
Mm-hmm.
sounds like the sky's the limit. Where do you see BCS football in the future?
Well, I'm not going to leave it BCS football. We did that before, but we've expanded so much into other areas and other sports,
Yeah.
and other cities that Honestly, Isaac, I don't know where we're going to be in 5 years.
Yeah.
If you'd asked me 5 years ago, I'd have told you something, I'd have been completely wrong.
Yeah.
The opportunities that are coming up for us and the way we're expanding, what we're getting into is really endless. And we hope to be in just about every city in California pretty soon, or at least Southern California. It's a great area, Southern California. It's a melting pot of wonderful people. And I assure you, if you join Beach City Sports, you will meet like-minded people, and you'll find what you're looking for. Let's put it like that. Whether it's to be competitive, to be in the sports, whether it's to meet people, just to be active, just to get out of it, whatever it is, you will find it. So
you're gonna get what you put into it, and I really think that we created Beach City Sports to be a family. Thankfully, one of our players started a hashtag BCS Family, and I think that has taken on a whole life and meaning of its own. And as we get bigger, it's really up to the players in the BCS family to continue that and to continue being non-exclusive and to continue inviting people into their lives and being open and not just superficial. And teamwork and sports is an awesome way to do that.
Sure, absolutely.
So I would just pass that challenge on to our viewers of please join us and be the one that does that in the future.
Yeah.
I tell people that, people thank us all the time, and I just turn around and thank them even more because, people and our players truly are the best part of Beach City Sports. So
100%.
thank you.
Yeah.
Like, exactly, like we're talking downstairs. You just started families, you've started careers, you've started.
Yeah.
That's some of those stories we're talking about downstairs.
It's
Those
pretty
are
amazing. Isn't it? It's just out of control. People getting engaged on our beaches.
Yeah.
People creating families, bonds that will last forever, possibly.
Oh yeah.
And kids having other kids, but you see it. I watch it happen all the time, and it's pretty remarkable. Guy joins the league because usually when we first started, I would field every phone call, which I kind of still do, but not really. It's just too difficult. But I would field almost every phone call, and I would talk to people, and they're like, "Hey, I heard about your league and this, that, and the other," and we talked for like 20 or 30 minutes. I.e. Brian Magnus, first guy to ever join the league, and he's from Chicago, so he sat there and called me up, and we talked and texted just for hours, which I never like to do, but we did. And he joined the league, and it was amazing, and to watch him, meet all these new people and friends and his girlfriend, and then we're like family, and I hope he's in our life forever. So it's a pretty powerful thing, and it's amazing. So I thank everyone again.
Well, this YouTube series that Isaac and I have started is Lifestyles and Passions of the BCS Family. So we've gotten to hear a little bit about your passion and how that created and formed into your life today in Beach City Sports. Is there anything that you would want our viewers to take away for themselves?
Oh, goodness. There's a lot I have to say. As a matter of fact, I don't know how much time we have. But definitely follow your passions. And really, my wonderful wife, she actually teaches me every single day. And she always asks people a question. She's like, "What do you think of this?" She's like, "Are you passionate about it?" And it's such a simple question, but it's so true. Are you passionate about it? Is it something you feel that you want to do? Can you do it if you don't get paid? Right? And I think that if you can, then that's something you should really follow. And you should really do, like Isaac has, and like Isaac continue to do, like other people in the league have. And I encourage you to do so. With caution, obviously. You don't want to throw all caution to the wind. You want to take calculated steps, but definitely follow your passions. Even if it's just a side thing that you do, just do it. Do it and watch what happens. It'll change your life, I promise.
Yeah. It is possible to live a life you love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, of course. And we're not going to talk through rose-colored glasses here. Life has its challenges and whatnot, and I understand that, and we all had our challenges. And it's not about life isn't just a bowl of cherries, but it can be. It can be if you just take the best out of it and really find, like I said, follow your passion of some sort and give yourself that reason in life, that why, if you will. Then it's easier. Life becomes easier and becomes more fruitful.
Well said. Nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
I just really want a group hug right now.
I want a group hug too, bro. Go.
You guys are awesome.
Oh, that's
You guys
awesome.
are awesome.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us, guys.
Yes, thank you.
Another top of the list episode of Lifestyles and Passions of the BCS Family.
Awesome.